The BBC.
The manager Steve Clarke, captain Andy Robertson, they're urging the players to leave nothing on the field. It's a final qualifier for next year's Euros, and it's no time for regrets. Tonight's playoff in Serbia tonight can end 22 years without a major tournament for Scotland's men. Manchester United's Scott McTominay is ready to end that long wait.
That's the dream at the end of the day. That's why we're playing these matches. That's what we want. Obviously, we have the Champions League and the Premier League and stuff like that. But for me, the international scene's massive, and I feel like for myself, that'll be huge. We'll
speak to Big Ek, Alex McLeish, former Scotland manager, at the end of this bulletin. More from Scott McTominay as well on Radio 1 Newsbeat today at 12:15. Northern Ireland also face a cannot-lose final playoff against Slovakia. They'll be pumped up by 1,000 socially distant fans as well inside Windsor Park. Here's their former international, Gareth McCauley.
Just gives a realism to the game. You know, when there's a tackle or there's a challenge, the noise, it makes it real for the players. It'll give them that wee butterfly in their bellies.
Scotland-Serbia is on 5 Live tonight. We'll bring you updates of Northern Ireland, while England's friendly against the Republic of Ireland is on Sports Extra. Gareth Southgate, though, will be without defender Joe Gomez after his nasty training injury yesterday.
We gave all of the players that have been in Europe and played on Sunday an extra day's recovery. This is just a complete freak accident, so in many regards even more difficult to understand, really.
Yeah, Jurgen Klopp had already been saying there was too much workload for the players. Bad news for Liverpool. They're already without Virgil van Dijk long term. Gareth Southgate also said that Greg Clark had no alternative but to resign as the FA chairman following his unacceptable language earlier this week when he was talking about race. Meanwhile, figures published today has found that British Asians account for just 10 of around 4,000 professional footballers in the UK game. Former Pakistan international Nadeem Akhtar runs a coaching business called Extra Time.
I think you only have to look on the TV and just see, well, who's there that looks like me? Who's there that name sounds like me? Who do I want to inspire to? And that's from football agents, that's from coaches, that's from managers, that's from players. And that's one of the biggest problems.
Yeah, inclusion and representation is also being addressed by UK Sport. They say they are determined to improve gender diversity across elite sport and aim to more than double the number of high-performance female coaches by 2024. The British Paralympics head coach Paula Dunn is part of an initiative to mentor up-and-coming female coaches.
You know, it takes a lot of courage to be the only female in the room. And if you don't see anybody there, you kind of, you know, whether it's intentional or unintentional, you just don't feel welcoming.
There's been some bullish chat from the defending champion Tiger Woods ahead of the Masters, which begins later. Delayed 7 months by the virus, Woods hasn't had a top 10 finish since January.
Well, expect to contend? Yes, I do. Jack contended here when he was, 58? It can be done. You know, this is a golf course in which, you know, understanding how to play it and where to miss it and how to hit the shots around here, it helps.
He's 44 years young now, Tiger Woods. He's a 15-time major champion. We've got radio and text commentary on the BBC Sport website from 6:55 later today. There are highlights on BBC Two at 11. And Georgia Hall continues to go well in Saudi Arabia. She's 7 under par, leading the way, playing the final hole of her first round.
BBC Sport.